Despite no longer being a planet, Pluto is still loved by millions around the world. And, for a good reason, it is a fascinating object. With a surface covered with mountains, valleys, plains, craters, and perhaps even glaciers, Pluto would certainly be a fascinating place to visit. First officially discovered in the early 1930s, it has fascinated scientists and the general public ever since. Let's take a closer look at this former planet at the edge of our solar system. What is unique about the dwarf planet Pluto? Since it received its new status of a dwarf planet, Pluto can console itself with finally being the largest of something in the solar system. Due to its proximity to the Kuiper Belt, it can claim the title of being the largest body in the belt. The Kuiper Belt, in case you are unaware, is a shadowy zone beyond Neptune that is populated with hundreds of thousands or millions of rocky and icy chunks as large or larger than 62 miles, 100 kilometers, across. It is also a rich source of comets. Pluto was one of the last large celestial bodies discovered in our solar system. The first tantalizing evidence of the existence of Pluto was observed by the American astronomer Percival Lowell in 1905. He noticed that something strange was going on with the orbits of Neptune and Uranus and suggested that there must be a large body beyond Neptune tugging, gravitationally, on the other two and affecting their orbits. After further research, Lowell predicted the mystery planet's location in 1915 but sadly died without ever actually finding it. Pluto was finally discovered in 1930 by astronomer Clyde Tombaugh at the Lowell Observatory, based on predictions by Lowell and other astronomers. Its demotion from planet status has not been popular. Perhaps the most commonly known fact about Pluto is its fairly recent reclassification from planet to dwarf planet. This occurred in 2006 and was a decision widely considered by Pluto fans as a demotion and frankly an insult, if planets had feeling, of course. The decision was made by the International Astronomical Union, who voted to make the definition of planets more specific. According to the IAU, a celestial body can only be classified as a planet if it, A, is in orbit around the Sun, B, has sufficient mass for its self-gravity to overcome rigid body forces so that it assumes a hydrostatic equilibrium, nearly round, shape, and C, has cleared the neighborhood around its orbit. Because Pluto has not cleared the neighborhood around its orbit, it could no longer be called a planet. What this means in practice is that Pluto has not absorbed all of the asteroids and other chunks of rock that cohabit its orbital path around the Sun. This decision caused a lot of controversy at the time, and people still debate the decision to this very day. Pluto is basically a giant dirty snowball. The surface of Pluto is cold, very cold. But just how cold are we talking? Well, surface temperatures do vary depending on where Pluto is in its orbit of the Sun, but average temperatures come in at a blisteringly freezing -387 degrees Fahrenheit, -232 degrees Celsius. We have a very good idea of the temperature on Pluto, as it was recorded using NASA's New Horizons flyby of Pluto in 2015. This means that for most of the time, Pluto is a frozen lump orbiting the Sun. And that, Plutophiles, is your lot for today. Despite its demotion from a planet to a dwarf planet, Pluto is still one of the most fascinating celestial bodies in the solar system. While we have only really scratched the surface of our understanding of Pluto, there is no doubt it will continue to fascinate astronomers for many centuries to come. That's all for today. I hope you liked the video. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. See you next time.